This is round one of Southern XC, and I have got a special guest on the commentary with me today. We have got the one and only Rocket! Take it away. What is about to happen?
A race.
Oh my god! Wow! Oh, thrilling input from the Rocket. So this is round one. We're in 50th place on the grid, and I'm going to move up, hopefully, and show my lady how it's done. Are you excited, Rocket, to see?
To see it again.
To see it again.
I was there in person.
She is thrilled to see this again. But you can see, if you look at my camera position, I'm actually pointed just to the right, because as the Rocket is about to tell you, they look a bit casual, don't they?
A bit casual.
I'm not sure the numbers in front of me. They are very relaxed. But I'm pointing a little bit to the right here, and I'm going to have to apologise for anyone that I chopped in this start straight, because I needed to move up and the red mist come over me and I went full numpty. Look, straight past there, step aside, and I'm looking for gaps. And I am just chopping people left, right and centre. I'm massive. Look at the line. I'm not even holding my line. And Dan Atkins on the right here, I might play it back in a second, but you can hear him like, whoa, 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 there's Dale, got Dale. But he was like, whoa, 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 and I just knew I had to be kamikaze, try and move up. So I've moved up a fair few places there. I'm probably like inside the top 20 now. Gone past the see you later Sarah and Velo boys, and I'm moving. Are you impressed by this, babe? I am moving up. I think on the left that is George Turner. He's a strong old boy up this straight, but right now I'm just sitting in. I've got Callum Hughes on the right there. I'm sitting in thinking I need to recover. I've just burnt some matches. This was my only match burnt. Rocket, any input? Give us something thrilling. You like that man's calves, don't you? Oh, she loves a good calf.
Putting words in my mouth now.
You do, look, Blue Top's got a lovely set of calves. But anyway, I'm probably, what am I, like 1, 2, I reckon I'm about 6th position now. So that is a solid start. But me being keen as mustard to move up, you know I'm going to absolutely burn another match and try and move up here. So it's really sticky mud this little bit. But I've moved up again. Got chopped there, bloody Wessex League riders that is, but I've gone straight past because I've seen in front there's 2 White Link riders pulling away, and I'm like, I've got to jump on that ASAP and get moving. But I'm not gonna lie to you, coming into this race I was fatigued, I was tired. What other excuse have I got, Rocket?
That sounds like an excuse.
Sounds like an excuse, but the Rockets just had me working so hard all the time at home. Jobs. Nag. No wonder why I'm tired. But I've jumped straight on the 2 Isle of Wight boys. And right now, what would you do in this position, Rocket? Would you try and move up again?
I think I would actually just go off the trail or go through the woods to get to the front, you know? Go a bit rogue.
Go a bit rogue. Off-piste. Off-piste. The Rocket would go off-piste. She's that skillful. But in all honesty, what I should have done here is I probably should have stayed behind them a bit and tried to recover, because I was absolutely in the hurt box after that start. Like, I went for it, and it was like everything I had to try and move up. It is so important. You've got to move up straight away, because although you can't win the race at the start, you can definitely lose it. And there's a little gap. You can see Matey's letting a little gap go. So I'm just like, right, I need to get past, off the beaten track, like my lady said. That's what she wants to see, innit?
Did you say on the left?
No, because I'm racing him. I don't. Do you have to say on your left when you're overtaking someone you're racing? I don't think so. I think it's just dog eat dog world. If you ain't rubbing, you ain't racing. If you ain't getting your elbows out, look, elbows out.
Yeah, he's ready.
He's ready because he knows your man's ready to pounce. Do you want to see your man move up to first place? No, you're not really bothered? No? She ain't bothered. Rocket, I need some enthusiasm from my lady. She was so enthusiastic in the car earlier. I was like, I'm getting you on commentary today. But she's lost her, she's got stage fright now, haven't you? But I'm right up on this guy's wheel. What are we? We're like 4 minutes into the race. I had to move up to make sure the White Link guy didn't let a gap open. It wasn't a hugely technical course. This was just pure fitness. Rocket got a bit excited then, little slide out. But right now, I'm trying to recover, but at the same time, when I start racing, the red mist comes over. I'm like the Duracell bunny. If I see an opportunity to move up, your man's moving up. Are you not Oh, she's excited. That's getting the juices flowing for the rocket because her man's moved up into first. Are you like, that's my man?
You do put a lot of words in my mouth to talk about your own self, but okay.
I'm trying to make myself feel better. But I've moved up. So in the space of 5 minutes, I think that's quite impressive, don't you? 5 minutes from 50th to 50th up to first. But I'm not gonna lie, like at this point I knew I'd gone a little bit too hard. You know, we all get a bit excited sometimes, and this was my moment getting a bit excited. And I do this because it's just what racing's about. Sometimes you just gotta go for it and make it hurt. But the main reason I came to the front right now, rather than sitting in and trying to recover, is because this was one of the single track bits, and I'm feeling a lot more confident on the new bike in the single track. So I thought, what I'm gonna do, go to the front, push the pace. What I didn't have this day, I had like a pace that I could sit at, but I was worried if someone attacked me and put like a massive surge in, like when the rocket attacks me up climbs, I wouldn't have been able to go with it on this day. So I thought to myself, my best option is just to go to the front and set like my time trial pace for the day. And that is what I've done, and I wanted to see who was feeling strong, who was going to go with it. So we come into this section here, it goes down this fast little section, and one of the white link guys comes with it. I'm going to switch to the rocket cam in a second. I forgot my shades on this day. It was a terrible decision. Look at the mud flicking up. It was, Jesus had to take the wheel here because I was squinting to not get mud in my eyes. But coming up here, I think actually the rocket was like, is that Giorgio? Is that
it was.
She was shocked to see
hard
it.
to recognise people. Everyone looks the same
I've
sometimes.
got a white helmet on.
Yeah, a lot of other guys wear white helmet, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's true. White helmets are faster, but this is the gap we had. So you can see I've gone to the front. One of the white link guys has gone with it. Sorry, I don't know names, but next time me and the rocket will be way more prepped for this commentary. And that is the gap we had to the chasing group. And in all honesty, I was just thinking now, just keep pressing on and see if I could, one, drop the white link guy, and two, put as big a gap into the people behind me as possible, because I knew that I'd gone out hot and I was going to have to try and recover. But this was a good section for me again. I was struggling on like the long drags, the uphills and the drags. Any single track, I felt I was floating the bike when I rocked.
Floating the bike.
I was float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, baby. The rocket, she said, I need to get into this commentary. Float the bike, babe. So say it proudly.
I just said it.
No, I want enthusiasm.
I'll say it when you actually do it.
Oh, well, apparently not enough float. Anyway, we're coming back up this climb here and...
Float the bike.
Not on a climb like that. That's going to go right through someone's eardrums. Bloody hell, rocket. Apologies. Little outburst from the rocket. But this, honestly, I was pressing on with everything I had now. You can see my heart rate's not even that high. When I raced the Goric a couple of weeks ago, I was getting up to like 185, 186 and higher. I think I might have touched 190. Big heart for your man. Nice big juicy heart. But coming up this grass section, it felt, look how slow I'm going. it honestly,
elevator music.
Yeah, it honestly felt like the brakes were on going up here. I could not push any harder, but the brakes were just on. My legs were screaming at me. But I've been doing like a big training block, not spending a lot of time with the wife. This is our chance to bond right now. Isn't this exciting?
Yeah.
You get to watch me.
Thrilling.
Oh, thrilling. You get to watch me race. But yeah, so as I was saying, I started to open up a little bit of a gap on these technical, they're not even technical. They were just like sort of downhill single track sections, and then they were just fast, and I was pushing on as much as I could to try and put a gap in, basically, because I wanted to win. We all want to win. I want to get a yeehaw from the wife, which you did. Yeah, she did give me a yeehaw, but I didn't bloody win. Thanks for that.
Second place.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking from the wife. But yeah, this was a wicked little downhill bit into probably one of the hardest bits of the course. This climb here was like a brick wall. It felt like, look, my heart rate's at 159. That is low. That is shocking. I just could, I was so fatigued coming into this race. Excuses. I come into this start straight here, and you know when you look up at a drag and you're like, that is never going to end, but Dad's there, keep pushing on. I looked at him, I was like, I've gone way too hard on lap 1. But basically, I did get a little bit of a gap. That is lap 1 complete. I've jumped in and out, and I just kept pressing on, and I was trying to get the gap as big as possible, like anyone, because Dad said to me, I've got Ben's wheels in the pits, so if you do have a mechanical, keep pressing on. And the main goal for me from this race, obviously I want to win, but also I needed to get a better grid in for the next round and rounds coming up. So obviously starting 50th is not ideal when you've burnt all your berries, but I pressed on, and I'll flick to the Rocket's camera here, and you'll see the gap I've got in. There you are, Rocket.
Oh, look at me.
Look at that beanie. Look, so this is me coming through, and second place. What? You can't park there, my friend. Sorry, I had to say it. He went down, which gave me a little bit more of a gap. And that was the thrilling you can't park there section. We hadn't had that in a while. We get that all the time in cross, but these are the boys, and what I want you to take note of is that's the Whiteling boys tracking me down. This guy here, James, in 4th place at the moment. What an animal this guy is up a climb. So about a lap later, you can see here, we're going up the drag. I'm absolute Shell City at the moment. The race was 4 laps. We're 2 laps in, and James has bridged over to me and taken the front. And right now, he was so strong up these drags and climbs, but I have been informed that he is a time trialist maybe, or duathlon, something like that, and had some real top results. And he came past me and he just pressed on. He was making it hurt. So your man's not so impressive now because he's clinging on for dear life, Rocket. And this is where it all went to absolute pot. You can see here, what I did try and do though, is I was feeling stronger in the single tracks. I was trying to push on and be as tight to his wheel as possible because I wanted him to make mistakes. I wanted him to have to accelerate back up to pace just because I was trying to burn him out. And I think he makes a mistake here and runs wide. So, yeehaw! Oh, get a bit excited there again. Your man's back in the front. And the reason why I took that move is he took a bit of a bad line there. And I thought, I've got to get back to the front and make the most of the points I'm strong at. And I was strong at all of the single track sections. So all right, you're hard. No, yeah. I don't normally say that, but I need it more technical. So you'll see the gap. The Rocket's footage is a bit ropey here.
Excuse me. Yeah, I was crouched down there, thank you. To stand back up so I didn't get a dead leg.
Putting some effort in the Rocket, but as she pans back round in a second,
okay, this bit's a bit
there's me, and you can see the gap. James is just there on the right. If you look closely, you can see the gap I put into him, but he shut it straight back down on the climbs. We're now on the last lap, and he put a monumental, a megawatts attack. Look at him. He was shifting. Look at those. All right, calm down, lady.
Oh my God, you said it at the start to someone else.
Not to someone that's about to beat me. You don't admire the bloke that's about to beat me as calves, but this is where it all went to absolute pot. He put me in Shell City. It was signed, sealed, delivered, dispatched. He just went through this section effortlessly, and I was I am stuck
in the mud.
Stuck in the mud. The Rocket's not impressed.
Oh God, that's embarrassing. Actually.
That was honestly, I felt like
going backwards.
Yeah, honestly, I was just going backwards at that point. And he hit me so hard with that attack. My heart rate went through the roof. I had to try and bring it back down. But one rule of racing, you never give up, because you don't know if he's going to make a mistake. You don't know if you're strong enough to shut it down. Never, ever give up. So look at this little move on the inside. The Rocket caught that on camera, I think. Did you? No. I think I've got that footage somewhere. But anyway, I did not give up. And you'll be surprised to know, somehow, I do not know how, but I bridged back onto James. He had an absolute shocker here. I'm not sure why he's scooting around the corner, but I got back onto him, and I was just thinking, I honestly have nothing left. So the next time it gets to that grass draggy section and he puts an effort in, like you can see here, he like sprints away from me a bit, but I'm feeling so much better technically that I could just roll back onto his wheel. I know there's only so many times you can do that, but coming up here, he was really... I think we touched tyres there, and if you ain't rubbing, you ain't racing. I was letting him know, I'm still here, buddy, but you're about to absolutely dispatch me again. Look at this, the power he had. Like, maybe I need to start doing some time trials. This was soul destroying this moment. We've got
7 miles per hour.
7 miles per hour. The Rocket is not impressed with that. She's disappointed, but by the end of that grass section and the drag, you can just see him in the distance up there. And to be honest, it hit me bad. I had nothing to give, and then just here to top it off, he's dispatched me.
It's me.
It's the Rocket giving me a bloody yee-haw. This was tear rolling down my face.
You were like in first place most of the race. Obviously, I can't see you everywhere, so I just assumed you were still in first place.
So you're not even tracking the race properly, but that was it. He dispatched me. Really strong rider, James. I need a more technical course, so hopefully the next round... Look, a matey from the other race has attacked me right at the end. Little sprint finish, cheeky little sod. But that is it. Southern XC, what a brutal... Would you say that was brutal? Or was that... Would you?
Pretty brutal.
I reckon the Rocket you'd have dropped me up that climb. 7 mile an hour.
Oh, yeah, that is... That would just tick over, really.
That's just ticking over, That's just recovery pace for the Rocket, 7 mile an hour. She don't even get out of bed for 7 mile an hour. But that was it. Second place for me. James took first. Super strong ride from him. I just didn't have the berries, did I? No berries, no ponies. But I did give it my all. And hopefully we're back racing next weekend at Tong, the national round 1. Hopefully my commentator has got some... you're going to have to get a little script. I need
a headset, I think.
She needs a headset, a script. She needs to get more in the zone. I hope you've enjoyed this little addition with the lovely Rocket. And what have they got to do? Hit the...
Dislike.
No! Hit the like, subscribe, but if you do dislike this, hit that, because it all helps the algorithm, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.
No, we don't do that.
Let's find... How should we finish it together?
Just...
No, like, properly, like... Catch you in the next one.
No,
do that. Do it with me. Just casually. Catch you in the next one.
Catching in the next one.
Right. 3, 2, 1.
Bye.
Catch you. Catch you in the next video.